The president said yesterday essentially that the American hostages did not come up because it would give the Iranians leverage on the nuclear issue and possibly lead to more concessions on the U.S. part. Who made that decision, and when was that made? Were the hostages, did they ever come up in the talks directly, or was it only a sideline issue?
Well, the Americans, we probably legally would not call them hostages. Detainees.
Detained in Iran.
Americans detained in Iran, and of course Robert Levinson, who's been missing for some years, that we think the Iranians have some knowledge of. A decision was made a very long time ago that trying to get our Americans home should be a separate matter. I think most of you know, every time I see the Iranians, every time that Secretary Kerry sees the Iranians, on the margins of the talks, we have a separate, independent conversation about the detained Americans. We also use our Swiss protecting power to help to look after the welfare of the Americans until we can get them home. As the President said, and said with all the force that I certainly would say, our focus of attention has always been, will continue to be, to do everything we possibly can to bring those Americans home. We have all talked to every family more than once. We are in constant touch with the families. They have a general sense of what we do in each of these conversations to try to move this forward and to bring them home. And for me personally, until they come home, I don't believe the job is finished.